What's up, guys? BD Skeleton in the house. You know what? Raw was definitely interesting, to say the least. At least I could say, I don't know if they necessarily tried, but at least everything was, well, not everything. We had some rematches. Oh, Jesus. We had a 6-man tag match. Oh, we had Killian Cross. We had what is it? Keith Billcat Lee. I don't know why we need. I mean, yes, even if it is supposed to play, tribute to a different wrestler in the past, I don't like the name still. But look at it this way. He dominated, and most likely when WWE changes somebody's names, that means they're at least interested. You know what I mean? Like, okay, they're thinking, let's change his name, maybe we can get... I think that's what's going on. I just don't know. But talk about butchering a wrestler. By the way, guys, we get Doudrop versus Charlotte. And the problem with this match is that it's supposed to be an open challenge, but WWE literally tells us that it's going to be Doudrop versus Charlotte Flair, even though it's supposed to be an open challenge and anybody can just come out, but they spoil it and literally tell us that it's going to be Doudrop. Like, what the fuck? That's the type of thing that's kind of shitty. And I guess Alexa Bliss is going to be off TV for 2 months or something. I haven't looked up why, but I guess that's a thing. Damian Priest versus Sheamus again, but they don't. So this is weird. They don't call it a no disqualification match or a no DQ or a false count anywhere match. They call it this. They call it there would be no disqualification, no countouts. Just call it a no DQ match, you fucking dumbasses. But anyway, this is another rematch. I hope this ends the feud. I find this funny because this was actually a good, decent match, actually, and there was actually a little bit of blood and violent. Granted, all we saw was tables, chairs, and kendo sticks. They're more like the 3 common, and then like the things that we totally almost don't see is trash cans, belts, ladders. Well, ladders is another one, I guess, but like them all the 4 common, like tables, ladders, chairs, stairs, and kendo sticks. Anyway, we start off the show with Bobby Lashley versus challenge Big E, but ends in a DQ because of the Hurt Business. And I guess the Hurt Business is back, even though people was, and I was like, okay, I guess why not? I was like, okay, I gotta get Bobby Lashley something to do. Even though they should have never broken up. They should have never broken up, guys, and that's just weird. Eric from the Viking Experience, whatever, Viking Raiders, versus Angel Garza for no fucking reason, instead of getting the tag team match out of these two, even though I don't really care about that, but we're gonna have 2 tag teams fighting a singles match. Well, one half of the, what the fuck? Angel Garza wins, whatever. 24/7 championship match. Ricochet vs. What is it? Reggie. Ricochet is in a 24/7 picture. At least they're doing something, even though I don't really like it. But they're doing something with the guy, so I can't. Anyway, the match was just whatever. Keith Billcat Lee versus Attila Tozawa. He dominates. Okay. I'm sorry, but Bearcat doesn't sound vicious. It doesn't sound intimidating. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't. Whatever. Yeah. You know, it is what it is. I guess. Damien. Yeah. Jeff Hardy, Mansoor, and Mustafa Ali versus Jimbo Hall, Veal, and Shanky. This was shitty. This was a really bad match. I didn't mean hardly anything. Fuck that match. That match was garbage. The Damian Priest Sheamus match was okay, but anything after that, there's nothing special. So I think that was the only thing. But that's a fucking rematch, though. At this point, the show is like not bad, but not good. Also, it doesn't mean anything. Bill Goldberg wants to have Bobby Lashley. Killian Cross actually has a match against Jackson Ryker. Killian Cross wins, and I don't know if his submission is supposed to look that bad. Like, it looks too loose. It looks sloppy for some fucking yeah, it just looks not good, guys. But that could have just been a one-time thing. We get Matt Riddle. For some other reason, I guess Randy Orton doesn't want to be on the show. I don't blame him. The show is kind of fucking terrible. AJ Styles picks up a win against, we already seen this, but against Matt Riddle. I just don't care about that at this moment. I just don't care. Open challenge for the WWE Raw Women's title. Doudrop versus Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair actually wins in a shitty match. I wouldn't say shitty. Because of Inva Marie, I guess. Inva Marie. Shayna Baszler comes out. Inva Marie is taken out by Shayna Baszler, so that was cool. If this is going to build up to Shayna Baszler winning the title, I guess, but okay. I guess Nia Jax is going to be off TV for a while or some shit, I don't know. Yeah, anyway. And then after that, WWE title match in a steel cage, by the way. Well, I guess it was a steel cage. Yeah, it was in a steel cage. It was cool. I guess this was more Extreme Rules than the actual pay-per-view Extreme Rules. Big E wins, then Drew McIntyre comes out, and like, oh, it's gonna be Drew McIntyre versus Big E. Okay, so when people say Raw was good, I just, that's your opinion, but I just don't know, when people say tonight was a good night, I don't, yes, we got Goldberg, if you care about that, but really, you're not, do you want to see Matt Riddle versus AJ Styles 1,000 times? Like, I would argue, Big E versus Bobby Lashley, but Big E loses again, so, yeah, and then he's probably going to lose again to Goldberg, but he has the Hurt Business, so maybe they're sneaking a win for him, but, WWE doesn't think, so they didn't think, oh, maybe we should not have Bobby Lashley lose. Oh, really? All this much, because he used to be facing Goldberg. You gotta make Bobby Lashley look dominant again, out of everybody, they made Bobby Lashley look like a chump. You know how many times he's fucking lost this year? Basically, the whole New Day have beaten him. Fucking Matt Riddle and Randy Orton have beaten him. Every pin, look at all the pinfalls he has taken. One in a 6-man tag team match against Drew McIntyre. All the New Day members, Big E, fucking 3 times. Get the fuck out of here. It's just bad. That was the show. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Me personally, I just didn't care. yeah, I would say that it was interesting, but like the open challenge was cool, but like you spoil it, so like who gives a fuck? You could have made it exciting, guys. Goldberg thing is played out. I mean, the Damian Priest and Sheamus match was good, but again, we saw that. Anyway, guys, I'm BD Skeleton. Make sure to subscribe and like this video. Comment down below what you thought about the show, and I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Bye.
Really on, getting icy zone, flexing. I've been sorbing, make it trendy. We look sexy. Here we go.